just mentioned, and if you recollect the case which Deepti has mentioned, how she takes her decision, an example. So we said that there are two options available. One option is norm referenced, and second option is criterion referenced. Black and white. I don't say that which is good and which is bad. Both are good in its own self. But we need to understand, as physical educationists, we need to understand this too, the norm reference and criterion reference, because this is a point, this is a very important aspect to decide which type of test we're gonna conduct. And when we talk about norm reference, taking decisions based on norm reference or making evaluation or judgments on based on norm reference, that is, as Dipti have just said, it is all about, and even Yugmita has also mentioned, that it is all about comparing the scores within the same, within the group, comparing the scores within the group. Okay, for example, like Deepti has mentioned, she got some XYZ CGPA, and within the CGPA, either she matches her score, compares her score with her own previous score, or with her with her classmates. That is norm reference. Now, when I say norm reference, dear students, apart from this, there are a lot of instances wherein norm reference are used, especially in the new system. That is why, if you see the entrance test of IIT, EEE, and UGC exams, sometimes you get 75 score, but still you are not pass. Sometimes you get 74 and you get pass. Why? People get confused that last time I last this year I scored more, but again I could not pass. Okay, why? Because it is norm referenced. In this, the score changes according to the performance of the class. I can take one more example. Shubham Rath may score 8 in this semester. Shubham Rath may score 8 in this semester, and he may be first in the class. Tomorrow, in the next semester, he scores 8.5. But still, he has scored 5 marks, 5.5 extra. But still, he may be 10th in the class. So this is norm referenced, wherein your scores is based on how your group or the team or the class is performing. Whereas, on the contrary, on the opposite, criterion reference, decision makings, evaluations based on criterion reference is about making judgments based on certain set of scores. For example, anyone who gets above 90% is a A plus. Anyone who gets above 80 plus, 85 plus is a A. Anyone who scores above 80% is a B plus. So the you may be 10th in the class. You may be 10th. You may be placed in 10th position in a class, but still you may be A plus. But still you may be A plus because you are 10th. You have scored more than 90, but others have scored. There are 9 more students who have scored 91, 92, 93, 94, 97% marks, but still A plus. So just think about those scores once again. Your evaluation, your judgment about the performance will change. The test is same, the score is same. See, the test is same, the score is same. The examination which you gave was same, the score which you attained in the examination is also same. But the moment you change the criteria for evaluation, your judgment changes. If you are keeping the criteria as norm reference, your judgment may change. If you're keeping the criteria as a judgment for criteria as criterion reference base, your judgment will change. As I've just mentioned, Your academic scores. Your academic scores, if you see with a 9-pointer, according to many who, according to people who may evaluate you according to criterion reference. In a 9-pointer, when you go for an interview, people may use criterion reference that okay, anything above 9 is A plus. That's it. That means he or she is a A plus grade student. But within the class, but for an external person, for in an interview by a principal of the school, you may be wonderful because you're an A plus, you're 90 plus. But within this, but within the class, out of the 30 students, you may be in 10th position or 15th position with the same score. If you use the norm reference criteria, if you use a norm reference criteria, you scored the 90%, but there are more than 10 or 9 students or 14 students who have scored more than you. So your position is 10th. So within your class teacher may say, yeah, oh, based on criterion referencing, he is wonderful, is A plus grade, but according to norm referenced based, yes, there are at least out of 30, if your position is 10th in the class or 15th in the class, the judgment comes that yeah, he according to criterion based he is A plus grade, but as per the norm reference there are for 30 to 50% students who are better than him or better than her. The evaluation changes, the decision making changes. You just put it, you just compare these situations in a sports, in an athlete, it happens. It is very important for you, for each and everyone. When you work with the sports teams, if you work in a high performance team, or whether you work in a school team or a college team, these evaluation decisions are very important criteria. Many times you will find athletes you might have been coming across who are doing a 100-meter sprint below 10 seconds. You might find athletes who are doing at 9.98, 9.95. You will say that if I ask you right now, how is the performance of an athlete? What will you judge? How will you judge a performance of an athlete who is scoring, who is timing, who is timing at 9.95, 9.93, or anything under 10? What is your judgment? Please, can someone tell me up? If the athletes, if the athletes are scoring in a training, if they're scoring under 10 in a 100-meter sprint, what is your judgment?
Excellent athlete,
They're
sir.
excellent athletes. They're excellent athletes.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Yeah, I will also call them an excellent athlete. Okay. Yeah, and very good. They're excellent athlete because you know the criterion that the world records and all on is also something around about 9 point something, whatever the score is. But in a camp, in the national camp, if we have athletes from across India, the best athletes from across India, so most of them might be having the score of about 100-meter under 10 seconds. So the same athlete who may be, or within the same university, if there are 5 athletes, within the same university, if there are 5 athletes who are timing under 10, according to the criterion reference, they're good. If you check, if you compare with the international records, if you compare with the Indian records, if you compare with the university record, they're excellent. But when you when you put them in a camp, then you see that, and when the condition is that only top 2 will participate, only top 2 athletes, even the 5th athlete who is scoring the timing under 10 seconds, he may find himself, you may judge himself as poor in terms of norm reference criteria, because he is scoring
Yes, sir.
under 10, but 4 athletes are above him, and you can
Yes, sir.
select only 2. This is important because, dear students, when you work in this professional field of human performance, I'm saying when you work in the professional field of human performance, there will be various many thousands of instances in your profession when you have to counter the question why you selected him, why you did not select him, why you rejected him, why you did not reject him. He's the best. His such a performance, he's never done it up. Now whole decision making, the variation is there just because of this norm reference and criterion referencing. You need to be very clear. You need to make the athletes very clear what will be the decision for evaluation. And before we finish up today's session, I should tell you, of dear students, it is in your college system, this evaluation system is used for your academic performance. I should tell you of how, so that you get a better idea about it. If your class, if your class strength is more than 30, if your class strength is more than 30, norm referencing is used instead of criterion referencing. It may be little difficult for you to understand initially, but slowly you'll understand how. Okay, let's come to question C. Uh, which of the following measures usually evaluated from a norm referenced or a criterion reference perspective? Fitness level. Norm reference. Fitness level can be both norm reference and criterion reference. In most of the cases it is surely criterion reference, but yes, most of the fitness component does not have criterion reference. If at all you have criterion reference, you don't have the criterion of the same population. Yes. So many times in this case, you go for it, 10 people running, and you just see that I'm ahead of him or I'm behind many people. So you just use a norm reference that okay, I'm ahead of 10 people, it's okay. I'm ahead of 20, I'm behind 20 people, so I have to work hard. So most of the time you work onto it, but if you have criterion reference, it's always good. But yes, in this case you have clearly two options, but criterion would have been more preferable, no doubt about it. Let's move on to the third question. It is, student, when you go for a driving lesson, they don't compare within your group. If there are 100 people giving the exam, they don't compare between the 100 people. For them, it does not matter that all the 100 qualify or does not qualify. They have a certain criteria, as Shridesh said, out 10 out of 7 or whatever is the norm. Yes, if you clear that, all the 100 can pass the test. So it is never norm reference, is always criterion reference. Questions will give you a very good clarity. With this, we conclude this today's session. Okay. So thank you. Thanks a lot.